Then I have a call with the female quotient on our podcast. This is how our data is stored. Skipping class. Hi. Let's talk about sex. I'm gonna throw on my sweater, which is way more comfortable. I have not done anything yet today, but today is going to be a productive day routine. And let me tell you that when I say productive day routine, I don't mean just slaving through my day, going through a to-do list, trying to do as many things as possible. No, our definition of productivity has improved. First thing I do in the morning is usually hop on a call. And I'm always in the bathroom because my sister's still asleep outside. So the call I have right now is for my data science class. As you guys know, all my friends are in the States. So they're mostly in New York, a few are in LA, but the time zones are really off. So because of that, I always have to do my calls in the morning, my time, because that's nighttime in the States. For example, right now it's 9:31. I'm a minute late. Actually, nobody has set the Zoom link yet, so I'm gonna offer up my Zoom link. It's 9:34. Yeah, so all of us run late. Hello, how are you? I love for you to finish that sentence.
It's like, you're always like,
Sorry, what was happening? What was so funny?
Hello, do you guys want to introduce yourself?
there's that.
How do you open this?
Any week update, life update during midterm season?
It's been tough.
What Kingston said.
The laws, good as they are, they did not give Israel the power to obey them. In contrast, the good news is that Jesus did fulfill the laws on our behalf, and now he lives in us through the Spirit.
One thing I try to do that's been very important to my morning routine is starting the day off in prayer. Just some kind of spiritual health check. So sometimes I will do is I will watch a video from the Bible Project, and they're this really great project that explains stories in the Bible through animations and condenses it in a way that's easy to understand. And this always just grounds my day and reminds me that I'm not alone, that because I believe in God, I believe there's some purpose in the day, and I think that's what motivates me so much to make the most of every day. The reason I'm productive is because I think every day is the reason I'm productive is because I treasure every single day, and COVID has shown me just how fleeting life can be and how so much can change in such a short amount of time, and it's helped me really appreciate the present more. Welcome to my favorite sofa. This is my favorite place to do work. It gets a bit noisy sometimes because there's a lot of foot traffic with my family walking around, but for the most part, it's really nice. Oh, also, can't forget a pillow because I grew up with my grandparents telling me that I wouldn't be able to give birth if I had the laptop directly over my ovaries. Right now I am doing data science. I told my friends I would try to scrape TikTok's charts right now, so to pull out the top songs, artists, and information from a month. I'll show you guys exactly how I approach this though, because I think it's super relevant to all of us social media users, because this is how our data is stored and can be harnessed by other people. So at a high level, this is the data I want to be able to scrape and put into a nice spreadsheet. We are trying to analyze whether the growth of TikTok songs has changed from pre-COVID, so March 2018, compared to during COVID, which is March 2020. What some of you may not know is you can actually view the code of every web page if you right click and select view page source. Then you're gonna see this, and it looks kind of intimidating, but this is exactly what we have to look through to understand the data we're collecting. So what I did to try to make this more understandable is put it in a Jupyter notebook, which is the environment where I'm coding basically. This is the more technical stuff I did with analyzing this web page, and I parsed it, which is making it more human readable by deconstructing the syntax of that web page. I hope that makes sense. And then boom, we get this beautiful clean table that we can understand compared to this beautiful soup of code. All right, now I am going to nap. I'm just kidding, this isn't my bed. That's my sister's bed, and my bed is this humble sofa on the corner of the room. Technically this is my sister and I's room, but because I study at Cornell in New York, and you know, when I came back in March because of COVID, I thought that it would be a short while that I would be back. I usually nap for 25 minutes to do a power nap, but because I'm staying up till 3 a.m. today, I will probably force myself to sleep an hour and a half just so that I can survive into the night later for my night classes. All right, good night.
So I didn't end up napping. I tried, but then I spent my next 1.5 hours on my phone. Oops.
My sister's wine bottles again. What? I'm legal though. We're both legal. Oh, I have to blind it. Alright, I'm back. I just finished dinner and it's low-key, oh, I don't want to go to class. It's low-key the time of the year where skipping class becomes so appealing. Right now it's 8 p.m. and I have my first class of the day. I'll walk you through my schedule real quick, but first I have accounting, then I have a call with the female quotient on our podcast called Secret Syllabus. If you haven't checked it out yet, you should, link it down below. And I have my poetry writing class, and then my computing and global development class, which is about how to use technology to help underserved communities. Oh, and before that, I have a call with someone here in the Philippines who's in the education tech space to interview her and learn more about how we can help. Okay, let's go to class before I'm late. Update, I'm late. Day 1. Yo, I love when professors do this and take your highest prelim grade and weigh it the most. Oh shoot, why did that? Oh my gosh, guys. I nearly died. I thought I turned my microphone on in the middle of it. Instead, what I need to do though is listen to our next podcast episode, draft recording, and then give feedback to our producer. I told you guys about this in my vlog yesterday, but it is a podcast I'm co-hosting called The Secret Syllabus, and like its name implies, it is a podcast where we interview guests to talk about college topics like finding your friend group, navigating college life, relationships, and taking care of your mental health. Our next episode, which should be out by the time you see this, is Let's Talk About Sex. Anyways, it's a fun episode. I get roasted in it, so you should definitely check it out. Link down below. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Hannah and I have pretty different experiences, and by that I mean I have never had a boyfriend and Hannah is in a long-term relationship. It is 9:15 right now, which means I have a meeting to get to. I miss you so much. Like, you've always been such a light and so supportive since the first day we started. Hi. Hey. This is the whole Secret Syllabus team. All such beautiful girls we get to work with.
Because you of course leave just by poetry news.
Yeah, let's ask for help.
I like notified.
Oh, okay.
I made it to 11 p.m. That woke me up a bit. It was funny because we were doing an iambic pentameter. I knew what it was on paper with the unstressed, stressed syllables 5 times, but I never had a sense for it until she made a really good analogy about how it was similar to the beat of your heart and the rising and the flowing, and like which words take up more weight when you say them and which are like exhaling. At one point we were supposed to do our own example, and the starting phrase she gave us was "so much depends upon," and we had to fill in the blank, and I was like, a happy dog. It was the best I could come up with. Since we're on the topic of Philippines, I want to talk about, and that's also one reason why I don't do as many sponsorships. I stopped caring about that, and that has always been mind-boggling to me because